Hi YouTube, how's it going? What day is it? Monday. I'm not sure even how long it's been since my last video. It doesn't really matter, does it? So I kind of wanted to respond to the community in general. And first, I made this last video about how I'm really trying to be positive in my life. I'm really trying to, keep working away and distracting myself from the fact that, my relationship recently ended and I have clinical depression generally. And the first thing I wanted to respond to was there was a feeling amongst a few commenters in that video that that I was somehow kind of denying myself or denying my true nature by trying to be positive. And I just wanted to point out really that denial and positivity aren't the same thing. And this is something it's been really helpful for me as someone that suffers with clinical depression to learn, because I used to be and still to an extent am really cynical and a bit of a bastard. And anytime I saw anyone else that was happy, I'd be like, you people are so deluded, how can you be happy in a world like this? You'd have to be stupid to be happy, and that kind of feeling. But I realised actually that there's just as much denial in believing there's nothing good in the world as there is in believing there's nothing bad in the world, and that negativity and positivity don't need to be denial. It's actually a kind of stance on how you're looking at the thing that you're dealing with. For instance, if I was looking at being split up with negatively, I could rip myself a new arsehole for a few weeks and hate the way I look, and well, an element of that creeps in anyway, and just stop getting out of bed and stop showering and stop trying to find a job and that kind of stuff, and just give up on life for a while because nothing's going to change and I'm negative. And I'm not denying the situation by being negative, I'm responding to it, so I'm not denying it, I'm not in denial about the situation. And the same thing could be said to be true of positivity. If I was saying, look, it doesn't hurt me that, my relationship's over and everything's great and I'm really happy, that would be denial. But to say, I'm having a hard time, but these are the positive slants I'm putting on it, isn't denial. And it's taken me a long time to come out of this kind of adolescent emo torture cell of my own creation to realise that it's okay for me to look at a bad situation in a good light. And it actually makes it much, much easier to cope with. I feel much better now than I ever have done splitting up with someone, and I don't think that's because I don't love him as much as I love the others, or because it doesn't hurt as much, but because of the way I'm dealing with it. I'm trying to not allow my entire image of myself to be coloured by that person's opinion, and I'm trying not to let the rejection get to me the way it normally does by being positive. And it's leading to good things. I'm still sitting here unemployed and that kind of stuff, but last video I was saying, oh god, I've just found out I need to find accommodation to go back to uni, and I looked forward to it, and it wasn't great fun, but I went down to Brighton for the day, looked around a few houses, stayed overnight with my friend, looked around another house, and that house on the next day was the one that I'm going to take. And now I'm actually quite looking forward to going back and living off campus for the first time and having my own place and getting out of my mum's house. So, confronting negative situations with positivity is not the same thing as denying them. Just wanted to make that point. I wanted to say thank you to Tattoo Skin 72 and for kind of referencing me in one of his videos. It always amazes me when people, especially people that I respect so much, reference my videos, because I just can't believe that Professor Anton and Tattoo Skin 72 watch my videos and take something from them. I suppose I should be kinder to myself. I'm working on that old self-esteem thing, but I'm always completely amazed when someone takes something from my video. And I get so many great emails and comments from people that say that it really helps them, if only that I sit online with my negative attitude, telling the truth about how negative my life is, or telling the grittier parts of my life. It is amazing to me that anyone takes anything from my existence, but also gives me a lot of hope and a little self-esteem boost, so thank you. And what else? I got a great email from Where Is My Tie? And just a quote from that email that made me feel so great this morning. Thank you, Where Is My Tie? I'm not sure if you want your real name online. the quote from that is, I think you should work on becoming insanely overconfident, lol, and then take that mindset and create things, because you can. Just like whatever you're doing at the time, be like, yeah, I have the best channel there is, fuckers. I am literally the best feminist in the world, etc. I think I just hate how you don't realise how cool you are and your potential, for reals. Thank you so much for that email, that's so great. And I think you're right. I mean, it's so funny when you see someone else with something that you recognise as good. You know, you're so quick to be like, yeah, do it. You know, I'm behind you. Put yourself out there. I'm thinking particularly of, I think it's Self75. I'm not sure how to pronounce the first word, but I hope it's Self75. Who I subscribed to yesterday because I think she's fantastic, and I've been going back over her old videos, and I recommend it to everyone. I'll link her down below. But she made a video basically about how she found some artwork in her cellar, and how she'd had this, you know, kind of recognition of her talent and wondered why she didn't display it. I'm sorry if I've oversimplified there. And I was leaving these comments like, yeah, but I mean, go for it, put it out there, see if you can get something put up in an art gallery, or, you know, sell something, I mean, or display it, and, you know, go for it, create. And it was today when my friend Dan called me and told me, you know, you're really a good writer, Jess. I really do think you could make it as a writer if you really push for it and really apply yourself and just dedicate yourself to it. And that was out of nowhere. I wasn't fishing for the compliment or anything. And that was so fantastic to hear that someone else sees me that way, you know, and we all see each other that way as having these kind of talents and these skills. And I think a lot of us find it hard to see those things in ourselves. Wow, this has been a really wishy-washy video, I'm sorry about that. And if you're sitting around waiting for me to make another feminist video, I'm sorry, I haven't forgotten you guys, you are my people, and I still care very much about the cause. I'm just really having trouble, you know, picking my own self up off the ground right now, and I've kind of got into survival mode, and it makes it hard to become passionate about external causes, but I will definitely be back with some of those videos soon. And rest assured that my daily experience is still very much one coloured by being female. As someone that I don't consider myself to be particularly attractive, and I consider myself to be more than averagely intelligent, and that kind of combines to make me feel very feel quite intensely prejudices around me in the world. And a certain little Disney princess inside me is wondering why no one's coming to rescue me, and, you know, why I'm not just creating, you know, stopping traffic wherever I go with my beauty, because that was my heritage as a woman. I was always going to be a token of beauty, and that never worked out. That wasn't an argument for feminism at all. This is my personal experience. Just to clarify, I keep confusing people with dropping the word feminism in when it's not, you know, when it only really makes sense to me. So I'm sorry about that. I'm still waffling, aren't I? Okay. I just wanted to make the point anyway that my positivity is not denying the negative situation. That I'm just really, really, really trying to push for just a few months of happiness, please. It just seems like one heartbreak after another, one, you know, and it is winter after winter. I have seasonal affective disorder, so, you know, I'm guaranteed to be depressed for like 6 months of the year. It's just nice. I'm just really trying to fucking enjoy what's right in front of me right now, and not be like, oh, I don't have any friends, I'm alone right now, I don't have a job, but be like, you know, well, it's a nice day and I'm going to go for a walk around the park, and, you know, I've done great today, I've ticked more things off my to-do list and saved my ass for another year at uni and that kind of stuff. So anyway, I hope someone else takes something from this anyway, that, you know, and you know, any messages of positivity are always encouraged, and I hope you're all well.